the next sign. Next sign we have Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, next reading is for you. All right, and if you're catching this live, I am going to be breaking this down for all signs in later time. So, but right now we're reading for Scorpio. Okay, what's up, Scorpio? All right, so let me go ahead and Scorpio, we're going to be rolling the dice and we're going to see what we have as a planet for the situation for 2026. We're going to have a zodiac sign, which is going to tell us the feelings or emotions behind the situation. And then we're going to have a house dice, which is going to tell us what area in our life this is going to be playing out in. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, you got third house, you got moon, and you also got your own sign, Scorpio. Okay. All right, so just by looking at that, intuitively, the first thing I'm thinking is you have your dreams, you have your insight, you have your visions, and this is really saying communicate, get those out, express yourself. I love that. I'm seeing a lot of third house. I did that in my cosmic casting for this week, 2 weeks ago as well. So that's the message. That is the theme for Scorpio. So first we're going to look at the moon. We're going to look at each one of these individually, and then I'm going to then piece it back together. But that's my first instinct is you got something. You got something up your sleeve. You got something that you're ready to give out to the world, and that is saying your time is next year to do that. Okay, so let's find the moon card here. Where do I have that? I thought I had all my cards in order, but I guess one of them might be missing. Let's see. It's hiding in there. It's okay. We'll go ahead with the other cards. We have the moon. Okay, the first thing with the moon. Satisfy emotional needs. Nurture self and others. Okay. That is the moon energy there. And have the other moon card with the other deck. Perception. Okay. How you see things. How you see things in the dark. How you see your emotions. How you see the way that you react to the emotions around other people. Okay. Then the next one that we have, that is Scorpio energy. Scorpio, you know, your energy is about being very factual, investigative. Let's see, what other words would I use to describe you, Scorpio? Here, let's see what it says on here. Oh, sorry, wrong card. Let's see. Scorpio. Here we go. So the card that we have for here for Scorpio, intensity, exploring, purging, renewing. Okay. And then this deck, investigate. Okay. And I feel like an investigation really works with moon energy because that's being able to see in the dark. Okay. So then we have third house, which we already looked at that earlier. Third house, that is about communication. That is about your childhood relations, the rational mind. So I kind of feel like Scorpio, this is kind of like, for me, it's feeling that this next year is going to be you really looking at discerning and transforming the way that you handle your emotions. And I feel like this might be even triggered with the way that, like, the state of the world, the state of everything that's going on in the world. I kind of feel like this is something that might be weighing heavy on you, just because you're a passionate person. You're very passionate about your friends, your tribe, yourself, the people that you represent, even the people that you're helping through their own transformations. I feel like there's a lot of, like, with all this, it's water, water, and then the third house is like air energy, mental energy. So I feel like there's a lot of emotional thought about like the things that you've been thinking about, and this kind of is asking in 2026 to actually understand that that's what the current is going to be, that there is going to be a lot of emotional things popping up, but the real message here is the situation is being able to understand your emotions, nurturing yourself. And I feel like that is like utmost, like nurturing yourself is really going to kind of work through the way that you communicate, how you are feeling, or if you're, if you feel like there's anything like blocking you from communicating, then that's going to be like a sign that you got to figure out new ways to do it. A new way to be able to kind of purge, getting out, like really understanding what those emotions are. So I feel like, yeah, for 2026, if you're not already in this phase already, Scorpio, that this is really asking you to really understand what you're feeling, to really understand, hey, is this feeling something that serves me? Like, I'm not saying don't feel your emotions. Definitely understand like where it's coming from. Investigate. Like, I feel like even with this third house is related to childhood. I feel like, Scorpio, there might be some childhood wounds that that probably still live deep down in there, that you're not really you've probably put that like on the back burner because you're more concerned with helping other people around you, helping other people through their work, helping other people create, helping. So yeah, but really the message here is to be able to release that. So on the cards that I have here, I wrote a question here for Scorpio. What is ready to be shed to emerge truer? So there are some aspects, I'm feeling that there are some emotions that may trigger, which your emotions, those are used like for you to do your magic. So I'm not saying turn them off. What I'm saying is that, Scorpio, you, for this next year, you're really going to be able to understand, what is that trigger, what is that emotion, why am I feeling that, and then kind of using your mind to kind of remember, okay, is this something from yesterday? Is this something from last year? Is this something from 2 years ago? Is this something from my childhood? Like, go deep down and really kind of play the mental dots to kind of figure out where that underlying emotion was. And maybe that has something to do with your way that you express yourself, the way that you communicate. So that's how this is going to be playing out in this year, is in the third house. Also look at your astrology chart to understand like what is in your third house. I'm also thinking like your Chiron. What is your wound? What is like the wounded healer is your Chiron. So really looking at that and understanding that there's something in there, because you're called to transform. You're called to be able to look at your moon. Introspection, like the words were perception and investigate. Okay, perception and investigate. I really feel like this is saying, look at the lens through which you view the world, and understand that is, everybody views the world in a different way. Just because two people might have lived the same exact experience, that you're going to perceive those experiences differently. So yeah, that's the message there for Scorpio. Let's look at tarot. Let's get a tarot card for you so we can understand how you're going to be able to work with these energies in real life for the next year. Okay, Scorpio, this is 2026, getting a tarot card for you. Okay, this card wanted to come out. That's interesting. Okay, the card you got is the Creator. And so normally in a tarot deck, there's only 78 cards. This deck by Cat Pierce, it has 2 extra cards, a yes card and a no card. So Scorpio, if you know the different I statements for every single one of the Zodiacs, or at least you just know the one for Scorpio, it is actually I create. And this is literally saying the Creator, no. So what I'm feeling is that the way that you're going to be able to work with this energy this year is being able to say no. Just because somebody says something that you're interested in doesn't mean you have to do it. You need to be able to say no. Just because someone wants to unload their emotional energy and baggage on you because you listen and you understand, you need to be able to say no. Need to be able to put your foot down when it comes to reoccurring communication related around trauma. Honestly, like that's what I'm feeling, because like this is third house is communicating, childhood related themes are on this. Childhood, relations, the rational mind, early learning. So like there's really something like purging is saying no. That's releasing it. So the theme for you, Scorpio, for 2026 is releasing, purging, saying no, and really understanding that not all communication is necessary. So take the time to understand what you're feeling, and just really live in your feelings. I really feel like you're very, because you're so passionate and you understand the depth of the emotions of the people around you, you're very empathic, that you listen. It's time to say no. Okay, that's the message for you, Scorpio.